The yogic advice says that if the call to speak and act feels urgent, wait. If it feels calm and clear, then proceed. So, what exactly does this mean? Because we live in a world that prizes immediacy, to respond, to post, decide, and assert without hesitation. Yet wisdom often arises not from reaction, but from resonance. A guiding rule can therefore be stated. If the call to speak or act feels urgent, wait. If it feels calm and clear, proceed. Urgency is often the signature of the ego, the conditioned mind, driven by fear, defense, or the craving to control an outcome. It rushes to fill silence or avoid uncertainty. Action born from this place tends to reinforce conflict or egoic identity, however noble it may appear. In contrast, calm clarity carries no tension. It arises from presence, from being, the spacious awareness that perceives without grasping. When we act from this stillness, our gestures tend to be aligned with truth rather than reaction. Waiting is not passivity. It is the active art of alignment. In that brief pause between impulse and response, awareness is the chance to reassert itself over conditioning. What emerges then is action that is not only intelligent, but unburdened, effective without anxiety, expressive without aggression. Therefore, discernment lies not in external guidelines, but the felt sense of inner quality. Urgency clouds, clarity reveals. To wait when stirred and move when still is to act in harmony with intelligence itself. This is one of the ways to interpret the phrase yogastha kuru karmani. Established in yoga, perform action, because there's a quiet intelligence within you, one that doesn't rush, doesn't defend, doesn't need to prove. It waits, listens, and moves when truth itself moves. We can learn to feel a signature. When the impulse to speak or act feels tight, urgent, even righteous, pause. The urgency belongs to the small self, the one built on habit and reaction. Here's something I found very useful, and I've started practicing recently. When the call comes from a space inside that feels open, unhurried, when there's a sense of calm clarity, and when you want to proceed, that's the voice of wisdom. That's, in the yogic tradition, Saraswati, the flow of divine intelligence moving through you. Om Aim Saraswatai Nama. Om, the vibration of being. Aim, the creative sound of insight and speech. Saraswatai Nama, I bow to the flow of wisdom. As you repeat it, let the mantra tune your awareness, feel your thoughts soften, your breath slow, your perspective widen. Then in that stillness, decisions no longer come from reaction. There rises clarity. Words don't rush out of you. They unfold. Actions don't push. They simply happen, effortlessly aligned with your true self. Let the mantra be your tuning fork. Om Aim Saraswatai Nama. That mantra will guide you to speak, think, and act spontaneously, but from a deeper sense of reality, where what you do will only be helpful to you and to others. So, this is how to cultivate acting from stillness, and the role of the mantra as well.